Hi, my name is Debs Weinberg, Chair of Naaleh, and my thing that is rising is from Parsha Vayetze. So here the angels of God are going up and going down. So why is it that angels are rising first? I leave that for you to think about.
Naaleh.
Hi, my name is Fred Heyman, and I would like to talk to you a little bit about what rises, or what makes me rise. So what I did is I brought a picture of my family. And the reason that I brought my family, my wife Tammy, and my boys Adam and Ethan, is because they make me rise. They make me a better person. I love to model for them, and I love to help them to be the best persons that they can be.
Naaleh.
This is a reproduction of a painting by my mother called Rise Up. And ladders help us rise, but in the middle is a dandelion, and the fluff of a dandelion is rising up.
I had to practice to say Naaleh properly. And here's what I did. Na-ah. I keep it the same place. Na-ah. And then le. Naaleh.
I'm the immediate past president of Acharai. The Acharai connection is for me what rises. When I was part of the Acharai at its early formation, when it just had a name and did not have a logo, and at one of the meetings, and I think Shoshana was in that meeting, I doodled, and I doodled a ladder. The H in Acharai going into vanishing point. And that became the logo. And so it was a ladder of rising and attaining the top of the leadership role. And it applies to Naaleh, because Naaleh is, again, advancement, making people rise, making people get better.
Naaleh, we will rise together.
What I brought today that demonstrates rising up for me is the sun. And when I thought about what rises, and we don't get to see it every day, but most days, and I created a sun because I also feel part of rising up is being creative and using that space in the work we do. So the soundtrack of my life, when we ask what song do you sing, it is always Here Comes the Sun, and that's really aligned with what Naaleh means to me, and I really hope means to the community, is that we rise together.
Naaleh. It was a no-brainer for me when you said what would rise, because every Friday I use my yeast to make my challah rise. I believe, just like challah will bring Shabbat closer to the families as they eat the sweet challah, I believe Naaleh will bring our community not only closer, but better, sweeter, more educated, more connected. And I truly believe that all boats rise with the tide. So it is being funded by the Associated, but the Associated wants to open it to every Jewish organization, so that every organization can rise, and by all of us rising together, our community will be healthier, our community will sustain itself, and we will thrive and survive, thanks to Naaleh.
I am so proud to be part of such a wonderful organization that means we all rise. And so today I brought boiling water. Boiling water changes its composition, it turns into steam because of the energy of everybody working together and making things happen, and the steam rises up. And so together, through Naaleh, we all rise, and we are very excited to be part of the Baltimore Jewish community.
Naaleh.
Today I brought with me a moon, because the moon will always rise. As professionals and lay leaders, I think that Naaleh is the perfect name for our organization, as it means in Hebrew, we will rise. And together, I know our community will rise. We'll rise in leadership, in learning together, and as a community, I know we will rise to the occasion and do great things this year and in many years to come. And I'm so happy to be a part of this organization.
When we were asked to think about the concept of rising, I thought of oil and water. Oil and water do not mix. Water stays on the bottom when oil is poured in, and the oil droplets rise to the surface. When Naaleh does its job right, as it does, the droplets of oil will rise to the surface. In Jewish tradition, the concept of oil usually refers to blessings. And if all of those drops of oil had wicks in them, just imagine the many, many lights that would shine forth from our beautiful Baltimore Jewish community.
Naaleh.
This Hebrew letter, Nun in Naaleh, means we. All of us come together as professionals and lay leaders. We are stronger together when we work and learn and grow and rise as one community.
I brought this plant because it rises as it grows. And that's what we're doing at Naaleh, growing. Growing professional leaders, growing lay leaders, growing our community toward a more just and healthy future.
Naaleh.
And what I brought that rises is essentially all around us right now. All the trees, all the plants, the grass, that all rise up to reach the sky, to reach the light of the sun. And what I find fascinating about it is each one does it in their own way. Everyone is unique in how they curve their bodies and grow and rise up to new heights.